To deliver the message for the class of 2019, Cara Rivecco.
Good evening. On behalf of the class of 2019, I would like to welcome the school board, Dr. Furstenau, Mr. Hutchison, Mr. Bruder, teachers, parents, family members, and friends. To my fellow classmates, wow, we made it through high school. I don't know about you, but those were the easiest 4 years of my life. All joking aside, we finally made it. Every night spent staying up late to study for a big test or finish a paper has been worth it. I know I've been sleeping a lot easier at night, knowing I never have to memorize another set of vocab words from Ms. Kensel, or struggle to make the connections on one of Ms. Koenig's tests, or lose all hope for my English grade during one of Mr. Steele's dreaded Scarlet Letter quizzes. Although high school has been tough, especially this past year, we pushed through and made it to the very end. Looking at all these familiar faces in front of me, I feel very fortunate to have spent high school with such wonderful, talented people. This class is overflowing with excellence. Brilliant students, incredible athletes, and kind-hearted friends. We work hard, study hard, play hard, and most importantly, we love hard. One thing I appreciate about this class is that I know I could approach any one of you for a listening ear. As a class, we just have an overall feeling of friendship and love for each other. We have always shown each other that we stand together, no matter the circumstances. Our connection has kept us grounded and protected. While we do have a strong sense of unity, we also recognize the importance of individuality. No matter where our strengths lie, whether it be in math, cross-country, music, ag, writing, cooking, or something completely different, we are each vital to this class. The reason why we are the one and only class of 2019 is because we each bring something different to the table. I hope that every one of you continues to embrace your individuality. We are going to meet a lot of new people out in the real world. Some of them will be judgmental, and some of them will pressure you to change who you are. We can't allow that to stop us from being who we want to be. Life wouldn't be remotely interesting if we all acted in exactly the same way, looking exactly like everyone around us. Our differences are what make us human. It's sad to think that this might be the last time some of us ever see each other again. After spending nearly every day together for the last 4 years, we separate now to take on our own journeys. Some of us may never live outside the small town of Taylorville. Others will find their place somewhere hours away and return only for class reunions. Still others will move hundreds of miles away and never set foot on the soil of this town again. Yet, no matter how far we go, our time here has prepared us for any difficulties that life may throw at us. As I said, this class always stands together in times of need. One particular time of need occurred on December 1st. It was something that none of us had ever dealt with before, a tragedy that shook us all to the core. Before this year, every time the tornado sirens had sounded during a storm, my classmates and I had brushed it off and thought, that'll never happen to us. But it did happen, and many people lost their homes, their possessions, and their sense of safety. Nevertheless, when that tornado touched down on Tornado Nation last semester, the citizens of Taylorville did what we do best. We stuck together. We worked to fix what had broken, and we offered support where support was needed. Also, I'm sure we all felt a little betrayed that our own mascot would wreak havoc like that after we've revered him for so many years. That's some terrible irony. But I'm thankful to live in a town that is willing to work together that way. I vividly remember the fear my friends and I had felt that night, wondering what would happen to our town. For a while, Taylorville didn't look anything like what we were used to. Trees and power lines scattered the streets, business signs were torn apart, and houses were left with gaping holes. But our town truly is indestructible, and it slowly returned to its old, welcoming self. As Justin Wright, one of our fellow graduates, said, "We've got over 11,000 tornadoes in this town. We can overcome just one." I personally feel lucky to have grown up in a town that provides hope in times of hopelessness. Besides providing hope, Taylorville has also helped us learn who to trust. We know which teachers to ask when we're having issues with homework, or who to call when we're having car trouble. All our lives, we have trusted others to help us in times of need. Of course, it's wonderful being surrounded by people who will help you out, which is especially common in the town of Taylorville. We've also put our trust in our parents. They've been there for us literally since the beginning, teaching us how to eat, how to speak, how to walk. They've constantly watched out for us, ensuring that we are making all the right decisions. Because we are older now, we realize that all the times we heard, "because I said so," were because our parents were simply making sure we were doing what's right. We trust that they know what's best for us. However, the time has come to start trusting in somebody else, ourselves. Most of us have already turned 18, which makes us legal and fully functioning adults. Some of the biggest decisions in our lives are headed our way, and we can't rely solely on others to make those decisions for us. The pathways of life will continue to split in different directions, and we won't have our parents right by our side to hold our hand throughout the process. Everyone remembers a time in their life when they thought, "Am I making the right choice? Are my goals and my dreams ridiculous?" The phrase "chasing your dreams" sounds so exciting and adventurous, but it can be pretty scary at times. We have no way of knowing what the future holds, but we must learn to trust our instincts and go for what we want. We're all smart. We've proven that simply by sitting in these seats tonight. My wish for every one of you after you exit this room tonight with a diploma in your hand is that you trust in yourself for the rest of your life. Trust in your goals and trust in what your heart is telling you. You've already shown this town what you can do. Why not show the whole world? I hope you leave this room this school, this town, with the thought that you will make a difference. Leave with an appreciation for what you have gained here, but also with the hope that you will gain something new from the world around you. Together, we have taken on so many challenges. We walked through these doors for the first time as nervous freshmen. Since then, we have lost loved ones, and we've seen tragedy strike. Now, as we part ways, we will remember the compassion we felt in this small town, and we will remember the love and support we always received. We will remember the feeling of being a Taylorville tornado, and we will remember those who have touched our lives as we grew up here. Each one of you will continue to touch the lives of everyone you meet in the future, and I will remember how each of you has touched mine. Thank you.